we're obviously looking forward to tomorrow's game, tomorrow's matchup. I think they're two very opposite styles of play, which is going to be fun to watch to see how each team reacts to each other. They're going to run, and their pressure is going to bother us. It's going to be the best pressure we've played against. People that can attack the basket, we got to try to keep them out of the paint. We have to make sure we don't get in a running game. If we try to do that, we're not going to make it. Make sure that we play our style of basketball, and it's going to be a battle, and it's going to be a great game.
Well, I hope it's not a a sign of or an omen or whatever. But when we got here, it felt like Georgia. But every day that goes by, it's feeling more and more like Michigan. I didn't bring enough clothes. Not warm ones, anyway. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of funny, but that's kind of the way our games went, too. On that first day, we were hot as fire. We don't shoot 9 for 20 from behind the arc very often. So that we were doing our best Michigan Tech imitation. It is it's like she said, it's going to be a very contrast in styles. And it won't be the first time. We had that in the first round as well, and it becomes, like she said, it becomes a game. The game within the game is who can get the other one to play the way they want the game to go. And if we're successful in doing that, then we'll feel more comfortable and we'll probably play better. But they're very good at their style, and if they can control the tempo and get us to play the way they like to play, then we're going to struggle.
It's an honor to be able to represent Michigan Tech the way that we can right now, and I think both of us feel that way, to be able to represent a school that this team is very proud of. They're proud of their school, they're proud of their academics, they're very, very proud of their community, and the fact that they can continue to represent them at a national level and on this stage is rewarding for them as well. They want to make our town and they want to make our school proud, and I think they've done a very good job of that.
I'm kind of in awe of it, just like I'm in awe of our kids. I mean, it's to get to this point, you got to have special chemistry, and we get it from a lot of people. We have some great players, but I think you saw last night that we don't have to have Tashimia Tillman, for example, to have a great game to be successful. We play a lot of people in our style of play. We don't really have go-to players. I mean, everybody contributes, and we get huge contributions off the bench.
Their style of play is the kind that bothers us the most, and it'll be interesting to see. Athletically, they are far and beyond more athletic than we are, and we're going to have to stay in the lanes the way that we try and that we work on over and over again. Post defense, again, is going to have to be able to help out. I do think that we are taller in a sense, hopefully a little bit longer inside in the post, and hopefully that'll create a couple problems for them. But again, they're quicker. So it'll be very interesting to see how our positioning is, because that's going to be the key.
It's teams like this that give us trouble. The thing about the press, the better the skill level, you would think this would go without saying, but the better the ball skills of your opponent, then the harder it's going to be, obviously. Really good point guards like they have give us trouble, because the press is it depends on there's certain things that we look for. There's certain mistakes that we look for that we capitalize on, and if you don't make those mistakes, then it's going to be hard for us to capitalize on them. So yeah, it's going to be a real challenge for us to get it going.
What do you tell your kids tomorrow going into this game? What will you tell them before the start of this, because for both programs, this is probably the biggest of anybody's
So
life.
now you want our pregame speech.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not used to this. Go ahead, Coach. Ladies first. Beauty before age.
I think everybody's speech is going to be close to the same. I mean, it's one and done, and you made it this far, and you can't stop now. And there's a million things that you're representing, and a million people that you're representing. But at some point, it comes down to us and making sure that we played our game. Everybody works really hard to be here. This is an elite position to be in. You're playing with the best of the best, and you give everything you have, and that's, I'm sure, going to come out in both of ours. You give everything that you possibly have. You're asking them for 40 more minutes, and you get to be national champions. Our
goal was not to get here. Our goal was to win it, and that's your goal. And you really have to believe in yourselves, and you have to believe in your system. I mean, that's what I'll tell our kids. We have to. It's our system, what we believe in versus theirs, and they feel the same way. We have confidence in each other. We're going to play hard for each other. We're going to play hard for everybody that follows us and loves us, all of our loved ones and supporters. And there's so many people that have a lot of eyes on us, and we're trying to do it all. Do it for them, do it for our schools, those people that support us, monetarily and in every other way. But first and foremost, we want to do it for each other. When we walked into that middle school, every person on our roster had a sign. We were greeted with hugs and goodie bags. And for our kids to feel special from a child's standpoint is something that you don't understand until they're looking at you like you're the best thing that's ever walked through their school. And I'm happy that our kids got to experience that. I think the middle school did a fantastic job. They took us through their entire school. They played a game with us. They had it very well organized. And I know Bodie Middle School is going through a tough time right now, and they really did a lot for us to welcome us, as well as St. Joe's did, and we're thinking about them right now. I hope it does something for the schools that we go to. I mean, the Elwood kids have been unbelievable. I mean, they had cheers already made up before we got here. We taught them some cheers. They're doing them in the stands. I mean, the posters. One of the kids has a crush on one of my players. I mean, it's awesome. He's got a sign up there. Alexis, can I have your digits? It's just been a lot of fun. It really has. Like I said, it's my favorite part. It's great memories that we go home with from that program.